Hello everyone, welcome to another session for determinants. In the previous session, you have learned the properties of determinants. Some important properties are which you need to know to solve further sums. First one, if the two rows or two columns are interchanged, then the value of the determinant changes by its sign, that is the sign of the determinant changes. If the two rows are interchanged, suppose R1 interchanged to R3. If the two rows, either two columns C1 interchanged to C2, this way any two rows are interchanged, then the sign of the determinant changes. That is a very important property. And the second one which you need to know very well is if the two rows are identical means suppose R1 is identical to R2 means what? Two rows are, the corresponding elements of the two rows are equal. So if the two rows are identical, then the value of the determinant, delta is equal to 0. So if any two columns are identical, for example, look at this, if delta is equal to 3, 4, 5, first column, and the second column is 1, 2, 3, and the third column is 3, 4, 5 again. Look at this, the first column and the third column, the elements are identical, 3, 4, 5. If the two columns are identical, here C1 is identical to C3, first column and third column elements are corresponding elements are equal. So we can directly write the value of the determinant is 0. This is the second important property which you have to know. And the next one, if each element of any row or any column is a multiple of some constant, then the value of the determinant is multiplied by k. That means if any row is a multiple of some value, some number k, then k can be taken out, which is a common number, can be taken out of the determinant, and we can write this as suppose here delta is equal to 2a, 3a, 4a, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at that, in the first row each element is multiplied by a. So this a can be taken out and we can write this as a times, see the first row elements, observe the first row elements, each element is multiplied by a number a. So a is taken out. So the remaining numbers are 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a number which is a common factor of any row or any column, each element of first row is a multiple of a. So that constant can be taken out of the determinant. So that is the next third property which you should know very well. And the next one is if each element of any row or any column is the sum of two numbers, then the value of the determinant is sum of two determinants. If each element of any row or any column is the sum of two numbers. For example, you have seen in the properties like one is a plus alpha, second one b plus alpha, b plus beta, and c plus gamma. And the next numbers are 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 9. Then since the first row elements are the sum of two numbers, we can split this into sum of two determinants. Sum of two determinants where the first row elements are for the first determinant a, b, c, then the second and third row elements remains the same 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 9, and the second determinant, sum of two determinants. So second determinant, the first row elements are alpha, beta, gamma, and 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 9 same. So in this way we can observe that if in any row or any column each element can be written as sum of two numbers, then the value of the determinant is sum of two determinants. And the final last, which is very important property, which are, so some of the few operations are allowed here. Which operations are allowed? We can apply C1, first column can be changed as C1 plus C2 plus C3. Even if you operate this way, C1 changes to, while adding all the elements, corresponding elements of C1, C2 and C3, then also the delta value remains the same. If you apply these properties, the delta value remains the same, determinant value remains the same. So, C1, it can, even you can apply R1 is R1 plus R2 plus R3. It is possible to apply this way. Or any two rows, see suppose R1 changes to, R1 implies, it is possible to write R1 plus or minus R3, either plus or minus, we can apply this way. Or even C2 changes to C2 minus C1, C3 changes to C3 minus C1. C2 implies C2 minus C1, plus or minus, it can be plus or minus, C3 implies C3 minus C1. In this way, few operations can be applied. Even after applying these operations, the value of delta remains the same. This is very important property. So, we are going to apply these all properties to solve next few sums. Not only that, you should remember 3 tips to solve the problems. First one, apply one in these rules or operations in such a way that you get the factors of RHS in the determinant. Observe the RHS part, right hand side, if you have the factors A minus B or B minus C, etc., try to get the factors in the determinant using any one of these operations or these type of operations. So, first get the factors of RHS, that is the first step, and while taking the factors of RHS, you can see that in any row or any column that factor is common. So, according to the property, you can take the common term out of the determinant, the common term can be taken out, so that each element of any row or any column can be made as 1, 1, 1 in this way. It is possible to get any row or any column, each element as 1. Since the common term is taken out. Once you get any row or any column, in any row or any column, each element as 1, it is possible to make them as 2 zeros. For example, you can even subtract in this way C2 minus C1, 1 minus 1 we get 0, even C3 minus C1 if you do, you will get the answer as 0. So, here our next aim is to get each element as 1. Any row or any column, each element is 1. So, that after that subtract the 2 rows or 2 columns. Here if first in any row each element is 1, subtract the 2 columns. If any column, in any one column each element is 1, subtract the 2 rows to get 2 zeros. These ones are converted into zeros. And then if in any row or any column 2 elements are 0, it is very easy to expand and expand it along the row or column which has maximum zeros, you get the RHS. So, in this way, first thing, apply any of the these operations to get the factors of RHS, one of the factors of RHS, first tip. So, that make each element of a row equal to 1 or each element of any column equal to 1. And the second one, get maximum zeros while subtracting the 2 rows or 2 columns. 2 zeros if you observe. Third one, expand the determinant using that particular row or column which has maximum zeros, 2 zeros. So, you will get the RHS. So, these 3 tips you remember before solving the problems. Let us see few more problems we will solve now. Look at the example. By using the properties of determinants, show that determinant of A minus B minus C, 2A, 2A, 2B, B minus C minus A, 2B, 2C, 2C, C minus A minus B is equal to A plus B plus C the whole cube. Okay. So, first you have to prove this, to consider this determinant and get the answer as A plus B plus C the whole cube. Okay. So, the determinant we consider solution as consider LHS which is equal to, consider this, take down this determinant, that is A minus B minus C, 2A, 2B, B minus C minus A, 2B, 2C, C minus A minus B. Okay. Now, as I told you, what is our RHS, factor of RHS? It is A plus B plus C, the whole cube means A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C. So, we have the factor A plus B plus C which we need to get applying any operation. Look at this. Which operation can be applied? See, we want to get the factor of RHS which is A plus B plus C. A minus B minus C is the first element. If you add 2B to it, A plus B plus C plus 2B, how much is that? Minus B plus 2B is plus B. So, it is minus B plus 2B is plus B. Then add the next element also, that is 2C, that is R1 plus R2. This is R1, first row, second row, third row. So, first add R1 and R2, that is B, A minus B minus C plus 2B. Minus B, 1B plus 2B is plus B it is. Then add the third row elements also. So, 2C plus 2C minus 1C is plus C. So, when you add R1 plus R2 plus R3, then the first row elements can be changed as A minus B minus C, look at this, it is A minus B minus C, then the second row element plus 2B, third row plus 2C. What is it? Minus B plus 2B is plus B, minus C plus 2C is plus C. So, it is A plus B plus C. Look at this, we got A plus B plus C as a factor, which is a factor of RHS. So, it is possible to apply the operation R1. The first row elements are written as R1 plus R2 plus R3. R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, once if you observe one element we are getting the RHS factor means other also will follow the same. It is arranged that way. So, LHS can be written as, add it up, A minus B minus C plus 2B plus 2C. How much is that? A plus B plus C. So, the first element is A plus B plus C. Okay. So, we are applying the same here for the second element, 2A plus B minus C minus A plus 2C. Look at this, 2A plus B minus C minus A plus 2C. How much is this? 2A minus A is 1A plus B minus 1C plus 2C is plus C. So, it is again A plus B plus C, which is a factor of RHS. So, here the second element is also A plus B plus C, alright. And next 2A plus 2B plus C minus A minus B is 2A plus 2B plus C minus A minus B, again we will get A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. So, here A plus B plus C. We are just changing the first row elements, second row and third row elements remains the same. So, it is 2B, B minus C minus A, 2B, 2C, 2C, C minus A minus B. Okay. Here look at the first row elements, each element is nothing but A plus B plus C. Take the common term A plus B plus C out. So, it is A plus B plus C when it is taken out. What are the first row elements? 1, 1, 1. Okay. Second row and third row as it is, 2B, B minus C minus A, 2B, then 2C, 2C, C minus A minus B. Look at this. Now, the second tip, if each element of any row is 1, look at this, first row elements 1, 1, 1, then subtract the two columns to get maximum 2 zeros. Change this 1 to zeros. 3 ones are there, 2 ones we will change it to 0. This is possible when you subtract the columns. This is first column, second column, third column. We do one thing, we subtract C2 and C1, C2 minus C1, and then C3 also, C3 minus C1. So, what we are going to do? to get maximum 2 zeros, we can apply C2 changes to C2 minus C1 and C3 changes to C3 minus C1. Observe this. What do we get? So, C2 minus C1, when you do that, what is LHS? So that LHS equals A plus B plus C as it is, we got the factor A plus B plus C into determinant of. Here C2 minus C1, 1 minus 1, first row, first column elements are same because we are altering only C2 and C3. Okay. So, first row elements are 1, 2B, 2C. And now C2 minus C1, 1 minus 1, 0. Then B minus C minus A minus 2B is how much? Look at this. B minus C minus A minus 2B is nothing but, when you subtract these two, B minus C minus A minus 2B is minus A minus B, B minus 2B is minus B, minus C minus A. Take minus sign out, it is A plus B plus C. When you take minus sign out, it is A plus B plus C. So, the next element B minus C minus A minus 2B is minus of A plus B plus C. Alright. Now, 2C minus 2C, 0. 0. Now, subtract 1 minus 1, 0. C2, C3 minus C2 now. C3 minus C2, 1 minus 1. Then 2B minus B minus C minus A means 2B minus of B minus C minus A is how much? 2B minus B minus of minus plus C minus of minus plus A, isn't it? So, 2B minus B is B plus C plus A, or again we get A plus B plus C. When you subtract these two, 2B minus B minus of minus plus C plus A is A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. After that, 2B minus C minus of C minus A minus B. This is 2B minus of C minus A minus B is 2B minus C minus of minus plus A minus of minus plus B is again A plus B plus C. So, here A plus B plus C. Look at this. So, observe this. Here we have 2 zeros in the first row. You can observe 2 zeros are in the first row. Now, it is possible to expand to get the answer. So, it can be written as expanding along, look at this, first row elements are such that 1 0 0, third tip is which has a maximum number of zeros, that row is used to expand and find the value of the determinant. So, in the first row 2 elements are zeros. So, we will expand expanding along the first row. Here is minus, expanding along the first row, expanding along R1, first row. LHS equals A plus B plus C as it is into, when you expanding along the first row, first here plus minus plus, you know how to expand this, plus minus plus 1 into, expand it plus 1 into, delete the row and column where 1 is, delete this. So, here we have the determinant, cross multiply this, when you cross multiply it is minus A plus B plus C into minus A plus B plus C. So, 1 into minus A plus B plus C into minus A plus B plus C. As you know, it is minus of minus turns to plus. So, it is A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C into A plus B plus C, which is A plus B plus C the whole cube, which is RHS. So, LHS and RHS are equal here, therefore, hence the proof. Hence the proof. Look at this. We have to get the factors of RHS. So, first we have applied the operation R1 implies R1 plus R2 plus R3. So, when you add R1, R2 and R3, we get first row elements as equal to A plus B plus C, which is the factor of RHS. So, take the factor of RHS outside, that is A plus B plus C into. Observe this, first row elements are 1, 1, 1, 1. So, subtract the two columns C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1. Apply C2 minus C1 and C3 minus C1, so that first row elements are, you can observe the first row elements here where maximum 2 zeros are there in the first row. So, expand the determinant using first row, you will get the RHS A plus B plus C the whole cube. Look at the next question. Prove that determinant of 1x x square 1x x square 1 is equal to 1 minus x cube the whole square. Okay. So, here is a determinant and what are the factors of RHS? We want to know the factors of RHS. So, first we try to simplify this. What are the factors of RHS? It is, look at this, it is 1 minus x cube. It is in the form of 1 cube minus x cube, that is in the form of a cube minus b cube. As you know, a cube minus b cube formula we can apply here. So, first consider solution, consider RHS. RHS equals 1 minus x cube the whole square, 1 minus x cube the whole square. Now, 1 minus x cube can be written as 1 cube minus x cube, and we can apply the formula a cube minus b cube here. What is a cube minus b cube? It is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Apply the same here. It can be written as 1 cube minus 3x cube. So, which is 1 cube minus x cube is similar to a cube minus b cube. So, it is 1 minus x into a square is 1 square, that is 1 itself, plus ab 1 into x plus b square x square, the whole square. There is whole square, we write as it is. So, the factors can be written as 1 minus x the whole square, since the whole square is there. So, each factor can be squared, 1 minus x the whole square into 1 plus x square the whole square. Look at this, this is RHS. Now, we can see the factors clearly. What are the factors? 1 minus x we can get, or 1 plus x square also is possible to get using the different operations in the determinant. After simplifying RHS, we will consider now LHS. Now, consider LHS, which is equal to 1x square 1x x square 1. Okay. So, our aim is to get the factors of RHS. What are the factors of RHS? Either you need to get 1 minus x or 1 plus x square, which is possible to get. Look at this, it is very clearly known that 1 plus x square, it is possible to get the second factor. So, we can apply 1 plus x square means c1 plus c2 plus c3 it is. So, we apply c1 implies, c1 implies, what is that? c1 plus c2 plus c3. That means C1 first column, we are writing the first column elements as the elements of first column plus second column element plus third column element. So, that first column elements we can write it as 1 plus x square, then x square plus 1 plus x, then x plus x square plus 1. So, that implies LHS equals, add it up, 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square, first column element. Next, x square plus 1 plus x, right. Now, x plus x square plus 1. The C1 plus C2 plus C3, first column elements are changed, second and third column elements remain as it is. So, it is x 1 x square, next x square x 1, it remains as it is. Now, observe that first column, each element is 1 plus x square, here also 1 plus x square, this is Third element is 1 plus x square. So, this 1 plus x square is a common term in the first column. So, we can take out the first column elements as common elements 1 plus x square. Remaining elements, what are remaining here? 1 plus x square removed from the first column. So, here 1, this is also 1 plus x square removed, 1 plus x square is removed out. So, 1. 1, 1, 1. Now, the second column and third column elements remains the same. So, it is x 1 x square, x 1. Look at this. Now, what do we have? 1 plus x square into the determinant. This determinant is such that first column elements are 1, 1, 1, 1. So, C1 in the first column each element is 1. So, we subtract the two rows, any two rows to get maximum 2 zeros in the first column. So, we do one thing, R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. It can be done anyway, R1 minus R2 and R2 minus R3 also we can apply. Here R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1, we get the factors of RHS again as 1 minus x. Look at this, 1 minus x is the next factor. So, here when you do R2 minus R1, this is R1, this is R2, R3. Now, R2 minus R1, when you subtract this, 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus x, which is a factor here. X minus x square, x is common, we can take the common term x out. So, we will get 1 minus x again. So, R2 minus R1 is better option, and even R3 minus R1, it is possible 1 minus 1, 0. Our aim is to get maximum zeros. X square minus x, we can take out minus x, so that it is 1 minus x again. 1 minus x square, yes, 1 minus x square can be written as 1 minus x into 1 plus x. Okay. So, we apply, the next step is to apply R1, R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. So, apply R2 implies R2 minus R1 and R3 implies R3 minus R1. Alright. So, LHS can be written as LHS equals, first factor is 1 plus x square into determinant of 1 x square. Here subtract R2 and R1, first row remains the same, 1 x square. And second row minus first row, 1 minus 1, 0. Next 1 minus x, then x minus x square. Third row minus first row elements, corresponding elements of third row minus the first row, 1 minus 1, 0. X square minus x square minus x, and finally 1 minus x square. Now, what is it? It can be written as LHS equals 1 plus x square into determinant of, look at this, here we get the answer, before that 1 x square as it is. Now, is it possible to get the factor 1 minus x in the second row? Can we get the common factor 1 minus x? And this one here, x is taken out, 1 minus x. Okay. And the third row, 0, and here x square minus x means take minus x outside, common. So, this is minus x, here minus x is taken out, so here we get 1. Here is minus x plus 1, or we write minus x into 1 minus x. So, this one is minus x is taken out, so 1 minus x is the factor. Just to get the factor 1 minus x, I have taken out minus x. And 1 minus x square, how will you write that? 1 minus x into 1 plus x. Last third element. So that here we can observe that the second row elements are such that 1 minus x is common here. So, take out 1 minus x from the second row. Third row elements, if you observe, 1 minus x is again common. So, 1 minus x is removed from R2 and R3. So 1 minus x is a common factor of R2 and R3 which is taken out. So 1 plus x square is already there. 1 minus x is removed from the second row, also from the first row. So remaining elements are here 1 x square. Second row 1 minus x is removed. So it is 0, 1 x. Third row 0, 1 minus x is taken out, x, then this is 1 plus x, minus x, 1 plus x. Now look at that, first column 2 elements are 0, so we can expand the determinant using first column. Third tip is to expand. When you get 2 maximum zeros, expand this. So expanding along first column, expanding along C1, first column C1. What do we get? LHS equals here 1 plus x square and 1 minus x into 1 minus x, that is 1 minus x the whole square. Now expand it taking the first column elements plus minus plus, here only 1, other 2 elements are 0. So leaving the first row and first column, these 4 elements are there, cross multiply. So it is 1 into, cross multiply this, 1 into 1 plus x, 1 plus x minus x into x. Minus x into x is minus x square. So it is minus of minus x square plus x square. You know how to expand the determinant, so that here we have 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square. So which can be written as 1 plus x square the whole square. And this is 1 minus x the whole square. Is it same like our RHS? Our RHS is 1 minus x the whole square, 1 minus x the whole square into 1 plus x square. This is also 1 plus x square, which therefore LHS equal to RHS. Hence the proof. Look at the next question. If x, y, z are different values, and delta equals, determinant is given, x square 1 plus x cube, y square 1 plus y cube, z square 1 plus z cube. Then show that 1 plus xyz is equal to 0. Here this delta value will be equal to 0. If the delta value determinant is 0, then show that 1 plus xyz is equal to 0. So what is given here we will consider always. If something we have to prove, here we have to prove 1 plus xyz is equal to 0 means what is given we will consider the same, that is determinant value is equal to 0 is given. So solution, consider delta is equal to x square 1 plus x cube, y square 1 plus y cube, z square 1 plus z cube is equal to 0. We consider this as 0, determinant value is 0. Now which property can be applied here? Look at the third column C3. This third column is given in such a way that it is the sum of 2 terms. Third column, first element, you know, 1 plus x cube, 1 plus x cube, sum of 2 terms. 1 and y cube are added, sum of 2 terms. 1 plus z cube, it is also the sum of 2 terms. So each element is the sum of 2 terms. As you know the property, it can be written as sum of 2 determinants. So this determinant can be written as sum of 2 determinants. So what is it? Which implies we can write it as sum of 2 determinants, which can be written as delta equals x y z, x square y square z square, isn't it? 1 1 1. First determinant we will take first elements only, 1 1 1, plus second determinant. First column and second column elements are same, only the third column elements are, we are going to write x cube, y cube, z cube. So it is x, y, z, first and second column elements are same, look at this. Now third column elements are x cube, y cube and z cube. We are writing it as sum of 2 determinants such that first determinant we have written 1 1 1 as a third column elements. Now we are writing x cube, y cube, z cube. as the third column elements, which is equal to 0 we have. It is given, the determinant value is 0. Now, observe this second determinant. Second determinant, if you observe the first row elements, can you see that x square, x cube in such a way that x is common here in the first row elements, x is common. In the second row, we can take out y is common, y square, y cube. In the third, from third row, z is a common element, so we can take out z. So, this delta is first column we write, first determinant we write as it is x, y, z, x square, y square, z square, 1, 1, 1 plus from first row x is common, x is taken out. From the second row y is common, y is taken out. From the third row z is common, z is taken out. What are the remaining elements? Here x is taken out, so 1 x square, x is taken out from x square, x, then x square, 1 y square. Here z is taken out from the third row, so 1 z square are left is equal to 0. So, first row x is taken out, second row y is taken out, third row z is taken out. So, the remaining elements are written. Now, which can be written as, now observe the two determinants. 1, 1, 1 is in the first column, in the second determinant it is in the first column. In the first determinant 1, 1, 1 is in the third column. So, can we interchange first column and third column elements? First column and third column elements are interchanged. You know the property that if the two columns are interchanged, what will happen? The sign of the determinant changes. So, we are interchanging C1 and C3. Apply C1 and C3 in the first determinant. In the first determinant, interchange C1, this is C1, this is C3, interchange these two columns. So, delta can be written as, when you interchange the two rows or two columns, the sign of the determinant will change to minus, minus of. So, interchange C1 and C3, third column will be written as first column now, and the first column elements are written as third column elements, x, y, z. Second column elements are written as it is, y square, z square. So, since we have interchanged the first column and third column elements, minus sign, the determinant changes to minus, minus of, plus second determinant we write as it is x, y, z into 1, 1, 1 x, y, z, x square, y square, z square equal to 0. Now, observe these two determinants again. X square, y square, z square is in the second column, but here x square, y square, z square in the third column. We try to make the two determinants same. We try to make these two determinants identical, same, so that we can take the common determinant out to write the remaining terms. So, to make these two determinants same, what you have to do, this x square, y square, z square should be brought to C3. Again, you need to interchange the two columns such that C2 and C3, interchange C2 and C3. Interchanging C2 and C3, we will bring this x, y, z to second column, x square, y square, z square to third column, as similar to the second determinant. To get the same determinant as the second one, we apply C2 minus C3, and you know, if the two columns are interchanged, what will happen? The sign of the determinant changes again. So, we apply C2 interchange to C3, so that again we have to write it as minus. Already there is minus sign, minus of minus, minus of minus, it turns to plus. So, apply, next apply C2 interchange to C3 in the first, for the first determinant. Implies, Here already minus sign is there. We are interchanging C2 and C3. If the two columns are interchanged, sign will change again. There is already minus, so we are going to interchange C2 and C3. So minus of minus, it turns to plus. So here we write plus 1 1 1. First column we are not altering. First column same. Second and third we are interchanging, so that third column becomes now second column x y z, and the second column turns to third x square y square z square, plus x y z into the next determinant we write as it is 1 1 1 x y z x square y square z square. Observe this. The two determinants are same, exactly same. So the common determinant is taken out and the remaining terms are, that implies LHS equals, the determinant, common determinant is taken out, that is 1 1 1 x y z x square y square z square. And when you take this out, what is left? This is common, we will take it out, and remaining terms are here 1 plus here x plus y plus z, x into x y z, 1 plus x y z. Try to understand this. Determinant, here two determinants are identical, so are same. So we write here the same determinant. It is taken out. What is remaining? When the determinant is taken out, remaining here is 1 plus here x y z, x y z. So that's what written, 1 plus x y z into determinant. Alright. Now which is equal to 0? Here it is given, which is equal to 0. Here the determinant value is 0, it is given is equal to 0. Now when the product of two terms are 0, either one of them must be 0. So let us see what are the other factors here of this determinant. We will get the value of the determinant. LHS equals 1 plus x y z into determinant of 1 x square, 1 y square, 1 z square is equal to 0. Look at this. Here we have to get the factors of this. What is it? We want to get. Since first row elements, first column, each element is 1, it is possible to subtract as we did before. That is, since of C1, first column, each element is 1, subtract the two rows. If column each element is 1, subtract the rows. In any row each element is 1, subtract the two columns. So here subtract the two rows. R1, here this is R1, here is R1, R2, R3. So subtract R2 minus R1 and R3 minus R1. So apply R2 minus R1, R2 implies R2 minus R1, and R3 implies R3 minus R1. Observe here, which row or which column you are changing, the same row should be written first, then the next one. So R2 implies R2 first, which row we are changing, the same row should be taken first, R2 minus R1. R3 implies R3 first minus R1. Alright. Now apply it. Therefore LHS equals 1 plus x plus y, x into x y z as it is, into R2 minus R1. So first row we are not changing, we write as it is, 1 x square. Now subtract the second row and first row elements, 1 minus 1, 0, y minus x, and this is y square minus x square. Third row minus first row elements, 1 minus 1, 0, z minus x into z square minus x square equal to 0. Can you see the common term in the second row? One more step we will write, which is equal to 1 plus x y z into 1 0 0, here x square, this is y minus x, here y square minus x square is y minus x into y plus x isn't it? A square minus b square formula. And here z minus x into, this is z minus x into z plus x. Z square minus x square is z minus x into z plus x. Now look at this. In the second row y minus x is common term, that can be taken out. In the third row z minus x is common, that can be taken out. So here 1 plus xyz. In the second row y minus x. In the third row z minus x are taken out. So the remaining determinants are, first row x1 x square as it is. Second row y minus x is removed. So 0, 1 y plus x. In the third row z minus x is removed. So 0, 1 z plus x. Observe this determinant. You can observe first column elements are such that there are maximum 2 zeros. So expand the determinant using the first column. What do we get? While expanding using first column, it is expanding along first column C1. Our LHS is 1 plus xyz, and we have y minus x, z minus x into determinant. When you expand, it is right below, expanding along the first column, plus minus plus, but only 1, the next 2 elements are zeros. We just bother about this 1 into, leave the row and column where 1 is. These 4 elements are there, cross multiply, get the determinant value of this. 1 into, cross multiply this, x plus z, z plus x minus, cross multiply here, 1 into y plus x, so minus y minus x, minus of y minus x. See, it is z plus x minus y plus x, y plus x. So it is z plus x minus y minus x. So we can write z plus x minus y minus x. Determinant value we got. Look at this. Here plus x and minus x can be cancelled. So remaining terms is equal to 0. Is 0. So that LHS equals 1 plus x plus xyz into y minus x, z minus x into, look at this, here z minus y is equal to 0. Now, the product of 4 factors are 0. So, either we can write 1 plus xyz is 0, that is what we have to prove. Y minus x is 0, which is not possible, because if y minus x is 0, y is equal to x. See, if y minus x is equal to 0, if you take this as 0. Now, what happens? Y is equal to x, but it is not possible, since the given statement is x, y, z are different numbers, x and y are not equal, they are different. Since x is not equal to y, x and y are not equal, y minus x is not equal to 0. So, y minus x is not equal to 0. Similarly, what do we have? Z minus x is 0 means z is equal to x. X bring it to other side, but z and x are not equal to each other, so z minus x is not equal to 0. And finally, one more, z minus y is also not equal to 0, because z is not equal to y, since x, y, z are different. It is given z, x, y, z are different. X, y minus x is not equal to 0, z minus x is not equal to 0, z minus y is also not equal to 0, but their product is 0. How? When is it possible? Only when 1 plus x, y, z is equal to 0. So, what is the conclusion? Only this can be 0. These three cannot be 0, because x, y, z are different numbers, they are not equal. Only y minus x is 0 when y is equal to x. If z minus x is 0, if y, z is equal to x. both are equal, then you will subtract, you will get as 0. Z minus y is 0 when z is equal to y, but x, y, z are different. It is given they are different. Therefore, the conclusion is 1 plus x, y, z is equal to 0. Hence, the proof. That is what we have to prove. 1 plus x, y, z is equal to 0. That is what we got.